I have a calling. Yesterday, I realized I have to do this.
Well, today's the day that you change the world.
ClickFunnels was built to remove the barriers to entrepreneurship so that dreamers could become doers. So that those of us who are crazy enough to believe that we can change the world, we actually can. And as that world changes, so do we. With over $10 billion generated by our users, we are so proud of what we built, and we're excited to reintroduce ourselves. Hi, we're ClickFunnels.
And when someone says, what's a funnel?
We say, what isn't? Everything is. It's how you make decisions on a daily basis. You're constantly funneling all of your activities through a journey to achieve the desired result. So in that sense, funnels are actually a mindset that lets you see every tangible opportunity for growth and continuous revenue. A funnel in the digital space is something that grabs your customers' hands and leads them directly to the products that they actually need and want. ClickFunnels is the only platform that empowers you to do this at scale. When you see it, you are going to love it.
Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, ClickFunnels is easier to use and more powerful than ever before.
This is going to be a game changer.
My first funnel made what my business would normally do for half a year. I was stunned.
Starting my own business really was a liberating experience.
Absolutely life-changing. It feels like a movement, to be honest.
It's a whole new way to look at funnels.
You don't have to go through it alone.
It's not just the tool.
You got a whole community come with it.
You don't have to worry about the technology. We'll handle that for you. Don't worry about becoming a great marketer. With our education and strategies, you'll unlock that. We've been completely reimagining how we serve you, our users. You'll notice the difference right away in the way the platform looks, how it feels, and how intuitive it is.
I can create from beginning to end my product, the funnel. Now with frameworks, you can copy paste that same framework and offer it to your audience.
The resources you have access to, that's what makes it different.
This is ClickFunnels for the next generation. And we're excited to see how you'll use it to change the world in your own way. We have an incredible lineup of new features to roll out, features that you've asked for.
In corporate America, you're just a number. So to have a development team that literally will sit down with you and have conversations about what can I do to make your life easier is massive.
You don't find that in any other company.
I'm blown away by the loyalty they have to their customer base.
The rebrand of our software isn't just about looks. It's about you, the funnel hackers, so that you can take your marketing to new heights, where software, education, and community can all be found in one place.
It's hitting at the mission of making millions of entrepreneurs.
I just can't imagine a better life. My plans are to go show my son the world.
I love ClickFunnels because it's all my people.
I'm so grateful to be a part of this family.
It's pretty amazing.
I want to invite you to see it for yourself. Explore the new features. Build your first or your next funnel.
And remember, you're only one funnel away.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Feature Fridays. I am so happy to be here, and I am solo this week. Danny is off in Utah at a Connect event. He's having a lot of fun over there, but I'm here to hold down the fort and talk to you guys about some new features that have been coming out. And I always love being here. That intro video is awesome. It's energetic, and it just reminds me what we're doing here. Right, we're changing people's lives, and it's fantastic. And there's one thing: every time I watch it, I catch a glimpse of a new snippet that either Russell or Todd or one of the customers say. And Todd said that we build all these new features because it's what you've asked for, and that's so true. We build our roadmap based on the feedback that you guys give us, and we're a community. We're a community, and we're building this all together. So, as always, let us know, how you're using ClickFunnels, what you want to see in it, what you like, what you don't like, and we're going to build this thing together. So, all right, today I have a couple new features I want to show to you guys. The first one we will start with is around analytics, and specifically Facebook Conversion API. How many of you use the Conversion API for Facebook? I use it. I have a couple funnels that I use it on, and let me tell you, it is awesome. It is so powerful, and it's so cool to use. When I started using it, at first I put the pixel directly on my pages, I put them in manually. I copied them from Facebook. I brought them over. I put them on each page of the funnel that I needed it. I put it at the top of the funnel, in the middle. I put purchase events here and there and everywhere. And now we released a feature using Facebook's Conversion API. If you don't know what Facebook's Conversion API is, it's an extremely powerful tool that captures events based on data events. So when an opt-in is actually created in our database, that's when we're going to send the lead event over to Facebook. It won't be when they get to a thank you page or click on a button or anything like that. It's going to be when database events are captured in our data. When we capture the data events in our database, that's when the data actually goes over to Facebook. Why this is great is because it actually gives you perfect data. It gives you exactly what we're storing in ClickFunnels. So your leads are going to be more accurate. The analytics are going to be more accurate. And you're going to spend less money on Facebook ads because it'll learn the ads and it'll learn your audience better. We've seen issues across the board, not on ClickFunnels, but in other places where, you input your pixel on a certain page, or you expect them to get to a thank you page because they purchased something, but you don't know how much the order was. Maybe you offered a discount and maybe it's not dynamic. So you don't know how much the order was. You don't know how much that purchase event was worth to you. And Facebook doesn't know that either. With the Conversion API, we send all that data on the back end. You don't have to do anything. I'm going to show you how easy this is. And it's going to blow your mind, and everybody's going to start using it, and it's going to be awesome. I started using it, what was it, maybe 2 weeks ago, and immediately, I'm telling you, I'm not lying. Like immediately I got, there was one sale and my leads just started exploding. The graph went up and to the right so fast. And it was so cool to see. So let me show you how to do this. If you don't know, follow along. It's super easy. And there's some customization you could do along the way. But let me just show you the simple route first. So let me get my screen ready. Hang on one second. Let's share the screen, but which one? Let's see. Can I share one screen? Yeah, let's share this one and we'll get to it. All righty. Okay, so we are in funnel land here. Let's get back out. So typically, well, let me go back for 1 second. Typically what you would do is, and I know this is how most of the people are setting up their funnels. They're coming to their funnels and they're going to the settings. And over here in the head code, this is where they're telling you to put in, your Facebook pixel per campaign. And this is what you're doing now. And fine. Okay. That's the old way. There's a new way. And even if you're not doing it there, you're probably doing it on your pages, right? Like you'll go into specific to your thank you page and it'll say, if they hit the thank you page, oh, let's go inside. If they hit the thank you page, then they're a lead. There's no other way to get here unless they know the exact URL. And that's also a whole nother problem. But if they get here, they're a lead. So you go in here and you add it into your header code. You put the pixel right in here. But what if you're testing, right? What if you're testing this page? What if you're testing whatever it is, an opt-in, or if you're testing a purchase or anything? Your pixel is going to fire it, and then it's going to go over to Facebook, and Facebook is going to get all confused. They're going to say, is this a lead? Okay, I guess it's a lead. I don't know where it came from, but there's a new lead. And then it's just going to start targeting the wrong people. So with the Conversion API, we get rid of all this manual work for you. Okay, so what you want to do is, and it's so easy. It's so easy. I love it. What you're going to want to do is over in your site and blog settings, you'll go over to your site settings. And if you don't know where to find your Conversion API, either the pixel ID or the access token, we have docs that can help you point you in the right direction. They'll even show you how to run test events. So it's all super easy. We have docs that do it. Facebook has docs that do it because it is a feature of Facebook's that we're just plugging into. If you really can't figure it out, obviously reach out to support. I use ChatGPT all the time to help me with these things, and it's just super easy. Okay, so what you'll want to do is you'll want to go ahead and get your pixel ID from Facebook. It's like a 12-digit ID or whatever it is. And you're going to add it. You'll go to site settings and you'll add it right here. Facebook Pixel ID. And this is it. And this is the Meta Facebook Pixel ID to send events. And what's so cool about this is, again, it will track everything automatically as the database records, as ClickFunnels starts storing the data. For example, as a contact is created on ClickFunnels, then we'll send it over to Facebook. As a purchase is created on ClickFunnels, then we'll send it over to Facebook. And it creates such a better quality of data and lead set that Facebook can now work with, because they have so much more information too than just the standard pixel was sending over. So we're sending over just tons of information, including like Facebook UTM parameters that they came in with. And it's just, it creates like a really, really nice clean data set for Facebook to use to go find other customers, just like the ones that just became a lead, became a contact, just purchased, whatever it is. And again, you just put it here once, it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever your pixel ID is. You add that here. Then you also have to generate a Facebook access token. And this allows Facebook and ClickFunnels to kind of connect. And this says, yeah, we have permission to send you data. Don't worry. These are the two things that you have to do. And then you can scrap all the other pixels that you've input on your funnels, all the ones that you input manually on every page, and you have specific numbers for the purchase events. You can get rid of all that. It all happens here on the back end. And it is so cool, so seamless. It's something that I want everybody to use because I've had success with it. I want you guys to have success with it also. And it's really cool. I'm really excited about this one. And then also down here, you can even test the events. So I don't have my screen open for it, but as you're going through the tests, as you're going through the setup of the Facebook Conversion API, there is a test code that you can put in here and just start to see like how it's read, how the data is being passed through. You can look at what information is being captured and passed over to Facebook. So you can also just test this just to make sure. And if it has this test event code, it knows it's a test. So it knows, hey, we're just testing here. Don't count this as a real purchase. Don't count this as a real lead or page view. We're just testing. And that's what's so cool about this. It's really like, it blows my mind every time I talk about it because it's such a powerful feature that just looks so easy. These are just 3 inputs, right? That's all this is. It's 3 inputs, but it takes care of so much that you've been doing manually. And again, it gives you the best data to use for either your current campaign or a retargeting campaign or, whatever it is you want to do with it in the future. So this is one feature that I really recommend that you start using. Again, if you do have like, let's say 1 or 2 pixels, and pixels are pretty much just like IDs for groups of data that Facebook has been collecting for you. If you have multiple pixel IDs, you can put your main one here, the one where you have most of your data going to. You can put that right here. And then if you have another one for specific, products or target markets, whatever it is, there's 2 things you could do. One, you can either put it into another workspace, go create a separate workspace for, the other product or other offering, just if you want to keep everything like extremely separate. Or what you can do is use the feature that we've already had out there. You can start, you can kind of double dip on the pixel if you want to put it in the funnel settings itself where we were before. So you have both options. I love this one. This is the one I am using moving forward. I know there's some but I'm not an ad campaign super expert. I'm not at that architect level of campaign where I know this, whatever it is. And this is the one I use. I have one data set per offering. So I'll give you an example, real life example. There's 2 things I'm working on, right? And those of you who've been here before have know that I like to start to dabble in in being an affiliate, starting free free lead magnets, whatever it is. So I have my Pixel ID for my lead magnet customers on one workspace. Then I have a different workspace for including my Pixel ID for another service that I'm offering. Right, my brother is trying to start this real estate thing. Completely different user groups. They shouldn't be on the same workspace. They're completely separate offerings. So I have two workspaces, and then I have one Pixel on the free lead websites workspace, and then one on the real estate website. And it's that easy. And I just separate everything out. So that's the way I do it. So again, it's here in the site settings. It's just three pieces that you need. Really, you just need two. If you want to start testing the events, you can use the third one. But it's such a powerful feature, and I'm really, really hoping that you guys start using it. Oh, Pam says you can't see my screen. Did you guys miss all that? Put in the chat if you missed everything that I wanted to show you, because that would be awesome. Here. Oh, there it is. All right, first time. All right, we learned our lesson. You got to add to the stage. Okay, I'm going to do a quick recap. I gave you the information of why the conversion API is so great. Let me do just a quick recap of where to find it. So if you're on your ClickFunnels account, you'll want to go to Site and Blog. You'll go to Site Settings, and you'll go down right here over to Tracking Codes, Facebook Pixel ID, Facebook Access Token, and Test Events. All right, that's it. Now you guys can see it. I'm so sorry. Usually I do this with Danny, and there I could have been watching the chat to see if my screen was being shown or not, but it's just too easy to miss. Like I get it. Anyway, let's move on. Here it is. It's in the site settings, Facebook Pixel ID, Access Token, and Test Event Code. That's it. We're good. Okay, moving on to feature number 2. This is something that we just released, and I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. I don't know if anyone's found this feature, but it's something that I used to have to build with custom code or use some external service. I used to generate, the code of ChatGPT and input it into my funnel. But here we go. This is a new feature that we're just every week trying to make things better for you guys, to make things so much easier to build funnels. And I will show it to you right now. So how many people build funnels with, FAQ section, a frequently asked questions section? How many of you do that? Put something in the chat, put a 1 in the chat. You still can't, I see you still can't see my screen. Let's see. It looks like it's there. I think I see it there. Can anyone else see the screen? Put a 1 in the chat if you can see the screen. No, it looks like you guys can see the screen. Okay, I got a couple answers. It looks like you can see it now. All right, that's great. Okay, so if you can see my screen, great, follow along. If you can't, I'm really sorry. But okay, so Pam says she can see my screen. Awesome. Okay, so what we'll do is, all right, we're going to keep it moving. There's going to be recordings. So if you can't see my screen now, you'll be able to come back to the recording and you should be able to see it there. All right. So if you have frequently asked questions on your funnels, let's say you have some service and people want to know, are there refunds? Like, are there guarantees? What do I get with this? Can you explain these things to me? I would always have either just a full section with all the text, or what's really nice to have is an accordion. So just a full accordion section, a full accordion feature where, you can bob it up and down and toggle things open and close. So let me just show you really fast how we have this. this is something we released recently, and now it's in all of your workspaces. Now you have this accordion section here. So let's go ahead and just build something out quickly. So I know I don't want a background here. Let's change the background to, ew, I don't like that color. We'll just keep it in line with that one. And here we'll have like question number 1. So here's the question, like, is this safe? Let's pretend I'm selling some type of product. Okay, and then over here, you can have your answer. Where is it? We'll add, no, I don't want to add an item. I want to add an element. So in the element, I will add a paragraph. And then I'm gonna use AI to just say, write a quick answer to the question, is this safe? Yeah, ClickFunnels is safe. I'm gonna send that to the app. Boom, now it's in. I didn't have to type any of that out. It created the answer for me, which is, I also love Napoleon. It's so easy. It's just, I don't have to go to ChatGPT and then come back and do it. It's just all right here, which is really cool. So you can get creative with this. You can add as many items as you want. And I highly suggest asking ChatGPT based on your product, what are some of the frequently asked questions that people would ask? What are some things that would stop people from buying my product or opting into my service, whatever it is? This is so much easier to do these things. And now you just like copy paste. You can use Barnum, or you can use Napoleon. You can use ChatGPT, but it's all here for you. I used to have to do this manually, and it was a pain. And over here, we offer all these different options. You know, you can put borders around it if you want to make it orange, and if you want to, you know, only one side or the other, you can change the border style if you want to make it dotted. Or it's the same type of features we have in the other places. If you want shadow, you can do a black shadow or whatever, you know, pink shadow. You know, you can do whatever you want here. You can edit the styles in any way, shape, or form that you want. If you want the body background to be different, you know, you can do the hover, anything. You can change the text color if you want it to be black. You know, that's the header, but then you can't see it. And then, you know, you can change this, change that. It's all the features that we have, all the settings that we have for, you know, all of our other elements. You have that here now in the accordion section. And it's, again, just so easy. Let's do it. Let's do another one. Rewrite accordion item. Relate it to, let's see, ask a random question. Let's see what happens. We're just having fun. There we go. So what strategy do you find most effective for increasing your conversion rates? And then we're going to add an element here. We're going to add, again, a paragraph. There it is. We're going to ask AI, answer the question. And there we go. And now let's look at it live. So if we save this, we'll go look at it live. And we're going to share this tab instead. And this is exactly how it looks. How slick is that? How awesome is that? You don't have to build this anymore yourself. And you could put images in here. You could put whatever you want in here. Because again, when you're editing the page, it's just elements. Whatever elements you want to put in here. You know, you can put an icon, you could put a link, you could put a video. If you want to put an image, you can put an image in here. Whatever you want to do, get creative with it. But this is the most basic way to use it. Ask your questions, answer the questions, use ChatGPT for help. It's so smooth, so easy. And if you're using your style guides, it'll do all this for you. It's a great feature that everybody uses FAQs. If you don't use an FAQ, maybe this will help conversions. Run a split test between your funnel. Run one with an FAQ, one without, and see what happens. See if it works, right? It's such a usable feature that everybody I know is going to love and enjoy and use. So we are really, really excited to just announce that now we have accordions. We're still working on some new things that I can't talk about yet. They are coming out soon, But again, you know, I can pull back the curtain just a little bit, but I can't pull back too much. I just want to give a shout out to everybody who has joined from the Connect event in Utah. Russell is at a Connect event in Utah that is going to be really, really cool. And this isn't the last one. This is just the first one. We did a pre-Connect event in LA last year that went really, really well. So we started to build the whole format into these little Connect events. So instead of the bigger FHL event with 5,000 people and tons of lights and lasers and all that, this is going to be more community focused, smaller community focused, where people will be able to come and share their stories, meet on a personal level. It's a little bit easier to connect with people on these Connect events because there's less people there. And it's just, it's incredible. The vibe and the community that joins these things is awesome. So keep an eye out for that. I believe there's a website coming out where if you want to host a Connect event, you can do that too. But you can also just stay up to date with where the next events are. So look out for that. If you haven't been to our funnel library or our framework library, I would check that out. We're adding new frameworks all the time. So it's a great way just to get inspiration of, you know, what to offer clients if you want to build something, if whatever it is. If you don't know where to move next in your funnel, I would go look at the framework library. You know, import one in and you can see what type of automations they have set up, whether it's contact tagging or broadcast sending or, you know, follow-ups, whatever, you know, anything. You can get inspiration from there and ideas from there. So I would recommend checking that out. Let me see if I can get the link to the, yeah, I got the link right here. I will put it in the chat. There we go. Frameworks library. It's awesome. It's killer. I love it. Cool. And again, like, I want to know how you're building your funnel. I want to know how you're finding success. If you're finding success, what is your secret? What's your sauce that you use? And if you want to share it, you know, we would love to, you know, talk to people who have had success on ClickFunnels. And, you know, we have a whole program to share your stories on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. So it's not only for us, it's for you, right? We want to build this community for everybody that's here and have everybody be successful. This is one of the best communities that I've ever been a part of. I don't think there's a software company or a platform company like this in the world that has a community as dedicated as ClickFunnels has. So please reach out to me. I want to know what features you're missing, what features you want to see happen. And I promise you, we talk about all this. So email me, rob@clickfunnels.com. I want to hear from you. I'm excited to hear from you. And if you have emailed me, let people know that I respond, because I do respond, right? I don't just, like, these emails don't go to my spam folder. I look at each and every one of them, and I personally respond to all of them. And if it gets to a point where we need to jump on a call, I will jump in a call with you. I don't care how big this community is. That offer will always be there. It will always be on the table for somebody to reach out to me, rob@clickfunnels.com, or you can reach out to Danny at I think it's support@clickfunnels.com or outreach@clickfunnels.com. And we're all here to help. I know that we have multiple different videos going on now. We have onboarding guides. We have after onboarding, we have, you know, you've got your first 10 leads. You got your first 100 leads. What do I do next? I don't know. Go hang out with Dante. I love Dante. He's awesome. But go hang out in Dante's world and he'll help you move your funnel forward, move your idea forward, whatever you have. We have so many different places where the people at ClickFunnels are here to help. Our community is here to help. Join our Facebook group and just be a part of it. You know, just be a part of it and contribute, collaborate. I love that. You have a pig farm workshop. I actually was speaking to somebody who has a course on how to sell from farm to consumer. So you skip the middleman, you just go direct. Like just that. Someone just put in the chat that I have a pig farm. Maybe they sell to their local shops and maybe they're looking for ways to, 10x their revenue. I was literally talking to somebody who has that type of course. Go to the Facebook group, put that in the Facebook group. I promise this person will answer. I'm not going to promote them because I don't know if they want me to, but share your ideas, share what you're building. We're an awesome community. Thank you so much. Next week, Danny should be back, and we will get past any of those technical difficulties, and there will be somebody to say, hey, Rob, you're not sharing your screen. You might want to do that. So join us next week. Have a great weekend. And as always, just don't be afraid to fail. Just keep on trying. Just that's the main message. All right, I'm out.